Hello, I'm Tim Loughton, the Member of Parliament for East Worthing and Shoreham, co-chair of the all-party parliamentary group for WASPI. Now, I just want to give a quick update after we had a fantastic lobby of Parliament on the 21st of February. The combined Women's Action group led by WASPI Voice and others came in force, as usual, to lobby MPs and continue the fight, which we know has been going on for a long time, to get justice and proper transitional arrangements for all those WASPI women who've been treated so shoddily. Now, we're all very frustrated, and I spoke in front of many of the women who arrived. We had to move to a bigger room. There were so many people here. There were members of Parliament from all parties who came to show their solidarity and say we are continuing the fight despite the lack of any action by the government still. That doesn't show any lack of determination to get a proper settlement for women in this Parliament. And I know around the country the various WASPI groups have been springing up all over the place, lobbying the local MPs, writing to MPs, and in fact they delivered over 2,000 letters in that lobby on the 21st of February for hundreds of MPs. So that was a very effective way, again, of saying to your local MP, this is an important issue. This issue is affecting thousands of women in every MP's constituency, and we are now seeing real cases of hardship from women who had no time to make alternative arrangements, even if they could, who are now faced with many years of wait to get their pension. Now, there's a new petition which WASPI Voice has launched. You can go to the petitions.parliament.uk website. So far, 12,378 women have signed that petition. We need more people to sign it. It will get an official response from the government again, but the petition says that the government must provide a timely solution to women affected by the WASPI Voice issues who have no entitled income for up to 6 years as a result of the way increases to the state pension age were implemented, leaving many with insufficient funds to meet their existing financial commitments. Here, let's get more people to sign that petition. We will have more debates in this place, so the government has absolutely no excuse that they haven't heard the problems that these changes in the state pension qualification age are having here and now to many hundreds and thousands of women up and down the country. There's also another campaign which some of us have contributed to, the SOS initiative, the Save Our Sisters, which has been launched again by WASPI Voice. I put all these links on my website. They're raising money for women in real hardship. We took that cause to Damien Green, the Secretary of State for the DWP. A cross-party delegation went to see him a few months ago, and we said, look, you really do need to look at these transitional arrangements again, but you particularly need to look at examples of real hardship being suffered by women now up and down the country. So look, this fight goes on. We had an interesting presentation at the lobby last week, looking at one of the ideas, which is of course to bring the pension age forward, but at a reduced amount, because that is relatively cost neutral, not quite cost neutral, but also could hopefully get those entitlements for bus passes and other things at an earlier age that again can mean an awful lot to women, particularly if they are still working. So some good constructive proposals and a good deal of consensus around those proposals as well. And my big plea, and the plea of all the MPs who spoke at that lobby, was we need to have a united front, but we also need to have a realistic, costed and detailed ask. So I hope now we can see some coalescing around some of the more practical proposals, that we can keep going back to government and saying, if you did this, it would cost this, but actually the impact it would have on many hundreds of thousands of women would be considerable, and it could make the difference between hardship, serious hardship, and those women actually being able to get on with their lives into their 60s and beyond, with the respect and dignity and standard of living that most of them absolutely expected to have and planned for, but now has been denied to them. So I know it's frustrating, I know there have been no changes, I know we have had lots and lots of debates and petitions and marches. There's another march going to be happening again soon. We have just got to keep that pressure on. We will do everything we can here through the all-party group with MPs on all sides, an increasing number on my side, the Conservative MPs, for whom it's more difficult to obviously vote against their own government, but I think there are sufficient numbers now who see this as such an important issue for so many of our constituents that we are prepared to stick our heads above the parapet, and that's what we will continue to do. Don't lose faith, keep fighting, eventually we will get there.